There we go. Yeah. Cool. So we did our little recap last time. Can we have like the super Reader's Digest version of
Yes.
so we can get some context for this? I have some stuff, but I want to hear again.
Yeah. Super Mega Reader's Digest. This is me looking at my notes again. Was that there was some relationship development between Tristan and Anna because Anna is starting to show like the effects of using her powers more and like drawing more from that. Um, and that turned into a conversation with Diana, um, where Diana got kind of mad because they were kind of figuring out like how can we like cure being heroes and cure this like issue that we have. Whereas Diana is working on coming into her own, figuring out that. So that kind of triad was happening. Um, but Anna developed radical shapeshifting also so that she can look however she wants to look. Um, Leah went and did some research, figured out that there is, after a long conversation with a kind of skeevy friend, just moderately, like who, that's my judgment, sorry. Um, she found more information about a person that they could go pretend to be at the coffee shop. So Eunice, or Aki, our wonderful shapeshifter, showed up to, was it another coffee shop? Yeah, for informational coffee, to meet an associate of Kale, and showed up as Pat Denny. Found the guy. Like long story short, found the guy, um, and he is all torn up, covered in slices and scars. Leah was unable to just like steal him off of the street. He like ran after them. They all wound up somehow on Aki's ship. They managed to get the knife away from him. Um, Socket grabbed it, struggled with it, realized that maybe they have a little human in them after all, because only humans are affected by this tool. Um, Leah powered up but got knocked away, and the and Kale told Socket to just start cutting themselves. Um, so Socket was able to short themselves out with the knife, which kind of like let it go for a second. And we were able to put the knife in a safe space, which was a briefcase, not the ship's glove compartment because the ship is sentient. Um, Yosef Kale apologized and said that he thought he could get rid of it, but refused the hospital. So what we know about the knife is that it's named Sacrifice. Any unsolved murders are tied to it. Um, Aki, just so we all are aware, remained as a dog for a great portion of the game last
Oh.
time. Just played as a dog, Willow the dog. Um, Di and Anna had a scene off to the side on their own, um, where they had a conversation about Anna having some feelings, um, and Anna wanted to give Di a letter to read because Anna is close to death and may die at any minute. Um, but or Di refused to read it. Um, and then lots of conversation happened. They care about each other and they kissed, which is nice. Team hashtag Diana. Um, and the whole team agreed that they would join back together and meet the higher ups for lunch. The higher ups being the older superheroes who have offered a position as like junior leaguers to our heroes. Just so everyone knows where they wound up. Aki wound up feeling closer to the team, especially Leah. Anna wound up closer to the team and closer to handling shit. Leah wound up closer to the team. Di grew into herself and upped her like freak feeling and put down her mundane. And Tristan had a moment of truth, growing more into themselves and savioring up. So that's where we left off last time.
Yeah, and so the moment of truth thing, that is an unlocked. So by unlocking that, that gives you access to that moment of truth, which means that pretty much at any time, once you can say, "Cool, I'm activating my moment of truth," and Sockets is basically like becoming Professor Hulk, being like, "I'm a real person and a giant monster," and anyone's moment of truth basically lets them like get a. It basically acts as like a 13 on anything you want to do. So pretty much whatever you want to do, you get to do it, and you say how your moment of truth makes that happen.
Wait, I'm sorry. I don't know that I understood the mechanics of that last part. I understood that I had a moment of truth. I didn't know how it affected gameplay.
So basically, when you unlock the moment of truth, that says that at some point in the future, you can use that to basically succeed at whatever you want in a very dramatic way. And in doing so, for yours, it's like you do this thing, and it's not only that you succeed at what you do, but it basically like affirms to yourself that you are both human and monster, and maybe make other people see you differently who witness this moment of truth. And everyone has their own individual moment of truth that does something cool for their character.
Everybody's moment of truth isn't a game ender, sort of.
It's not a game ender, but it's like your big power move. It's like when you say, like, if there's something important and you fail a roll or something, you're like, cool, this is too important, I'm gonna use my moment of truth, and then you get to like take the spotlight and do whatever cool thing you want to do.
And logistics question: if Anna dies, does Anna get to be a ghost and keep playing? Or
We have stuff for that. Cool. So the last thing that happened really was Socket getting knocked out. So taking all 5 conditions and being taken out, but in the process securing sacrifice and saving everything. So I'd like to start. You're welcome. I'd like to start with Socket at Louis Tech, at your dad's technology company, and in like your room at home with at least whoever of you wants to be there, and your dads will be there, and a few of the interns from school will be there, sort of like helping you convalesce, and you can come to. Who else wants to be there with Socket? Everyone.
I'd be there.
Oh, look at all my friends.
So Socket comes to in your room. What is your like? You're like, how old are you?
Oh, I forgot. I thought we were 15, 14, 15.
So what does a 15-year-old technologically morphed teenager's room look like?
Well, I think last time we went to my house, we decided I had like an old bedroom that was like kept like I was when I was human, with like posters on the wall and like MIT and posters and stuff like that. And then I have like a room that I stay in that's more for like a techno robot person, but I don't like it as much. I come hang out in here for nostalgia.
Cool. And you still mechanically, you still have all of those conditions marked. So you're going to be hurting to do anything until some of those get cleared somehow.
Got it.
If people want to comfort or do whatever moves, will help with that. That's good to know in the future. But right now, you wake up, you're surrounded by friends and family and coworkers, schoolmates. There's like literally 10 people in your room, and when you sort of come to, both your dads are there, and they're like very, very happy that you've awakened, and everyone like is, it's balanced between like being happy that you're okay and sort of giving you room to breathe if you need to. What do you do?
I think like the 15-year-old in me is embarrassed to have people in my room and worried that my dads are mad.
Yeah, they are visibly like They're showing every ounce of like concern and empathy for you. Like they're not mad at all. They're like just glad that you're okay. Your dad's name are like Lance and
Ken and Lance, I believe.
Lance.
Mhm.
Did we ever say what they look like?
No, I have images of them in my head though.
I wonder if they're the same.
They they kind of both look like tech bro-y, but Louis is a Korean name, or not Korean. It's a name I borrowed from a Singapore friend of mine. So I think one of my dads may be Asian, tech bro look, and then the other is a white dude tech bro look.
Cool. Let's make Ken the Asian one. Yeah, Ken, Dad Ken is the first one to sort of talk and ask you if you're okay. Do you need anything? How do you feel? Is there anything we can do? And sort of like over fathers you. How do you react to that?
I'm fine. I'm fine, Dad. Like, don't make a big deal out of things.
Like, well, this is a big deal. Like you went out with your friends, and it's great. It sounds like you're doing what you feel like you need to do, but we worry about you, and we just want to make sure that you are okay. And it sounds like you've always been very selfless, and you let yourself get hurt to help other people, and that's part of what we love about you. But we also want to make sure that you're safe. So if there's anything we can do to help, let us know.
So you're not mad?
Of course not.
And you know everything?
How much have people told the dads?
How much do they know?
I feel like not. I feel like we made up a story. Like I feel like it was like there was a car coming careening and Kristen pushed us out of the way kind of situation or something.
Cool.
You know?
Yeah, I assume they know everything, so I keep talking as if. But you guys probably covered for me. Sounds like. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, then you know why I had to do what I did.
Of course. Yeah. I mean, you're a very special person, and I know that you feel like you need to take advantage of your specialness to help people are special, if you know what I mean.
So many screams. There was a person was lying down and driving. I threw away the steering wheel and then was ashamed.
Wow, it sounds like you're just still really disoriented from.
Sorry, I'm having trouble remembering everything, I think.
I can tell that. Just rest, you know? Like we're so grateful you pushed us out of the way of that car careening down to hit us.
Oh yeah, totally. Anytime. I mean, like, Dads, that's what you've always told me, that friendship is what makes us human. And I guess here's a room full of my friends.
Yeah.
Meet my dad.
Some of the interns from Louis Tech from your school are also there. Alex and Alice and Dennis, who were like there when you came in and were like, oh my God, our schoolmate is messed up. We want to make sure that, like, together. But like you have friends who are not on the team as well there.
Oh, cool.
So what do y'all do?
I think we try to get everybody who's not us out of the room. I think it's like yeah, we should probably just let you rest for a little bit. How about we go downstairs and put together a snack and like get everyone else out, but we pretend to leave but don't leave also.
Cool. Yeah, so the dads are like, of course, yeah, let us get you something together. Alice, Dennis, come on, help. And they head out, and Alex, kind of like as you guys are pretending to leave, you can kind of tell like he's also trying to do the same thing that you're doing. Like, oh yeah, I'll be right behind you guys. But he kind of wants to stay behind.
Can I give him a minorist nudge and then shut the door?
I'm
Well,
noticing what he has to say, maybe. Like if he has something.
I know you guys are really close friends, but there's something I wanted to talk to Tristan about. Can we have a moment? I'll go down and help with the food in just a minute, but I just wanted to. I don't know how much you know about them, but I don't know. This is just it's just an awkward thing I want to talk about.
Oh, okay. Sure. Okay, I guess give us a minute, guys, and I'll text you if I need anything, if there's an emergency.
Cool. You guys just hang out outside, or
Yeah, can I leave but then like crawl back under the door as like a bug?
like I think you have to keep like your mask kind of the same, but you can like extend like a feelers or something under the door.
Okay.
Cool. So yeah, Alex, sort of like you're kind of like in your like childhood bed, kind of recovering, and your pile of tech junk still. And he's like, hey, I know what happened. I know what really happened. And I think it's really awesome what you did. I've seen a lot of stuff that you've been doing with your dads and how they're trying to help you. And I don't think you need their help. I think you're great just the way you are.
Oh, that's not what I was expecting at all. Wow, thank you.
Yeah, I just think and I think the way that you saved your friends was really cool. And I don't want to come off as creepy, but I've seen the way that y'all are together, and you're just the coolest. And he sort of pauses. Can I show you something?
Sure.
And he's got like he's kind of like not preppy kid, but like very he's got like a long sleeve button up shirt on, and like that's what he wears all the time. He kind of looks like not like an engineer from the 50s or anything, but kind of like in that direction, only modern. And so he unbuttons the wrists of his long sleeve shirt and starts rolling them up. And on the backs of his forearms, sort of coming into his hands, there's visible like lines of black metal with the sort of circuitry and cool stuff. And it kind of looks like the way that your metal stuff looks like. And he sort of takes off his long sleeve shirt, and he has a t-shirt on underneath, and you can see it runs all the way up. And he kind of pulls down his collar, and you can see it's like in a lot of places. And he says, I've been working here with your dads for a while, and I thought I know how you got to be the way you were, and I know they're better now, and I asked them to help me be like you.
My dad's helped you do this?
Yeah, I hope you're not mad.
I'm not mad. I'm strangely a little bit weirdly complimented, but also my dad's hate supers.
I know, and it was weird asking them, but I think they really like me, and so I don't know. They decided to help me out. Maybe they think I can help you out. I don't know.
Well, I don't know. There's just like I believe you. There seems to be some missing pieces here. Like my dad's, I haven't seen them change their mind about these things. So I'm wondering why they're doing this. I don't want them to use you.
I don't think they're using me.
Me.
And I wouldn't ask them to do this for anyone else. I just thought, I don't know, I've been thinking about it for a long time, and I don't know, I feel like I've gotten close to your dads and they trust me.
Oh, well, I'm glad somebody's close to them. It's good. They need some kid friends.
Anyway, I just wanted you to know that this was happening. So if anything happens to me, like if anything goes unexpected and I change, I just wanted you to know ahead of time. And if I don't, I want you to know that, I don't know, I think you're cool. And I think this is cool.
How far are you going with this? Is this within the realm of my dad's wearable stuff, or are you
I mean, I'm not
away?
part of me now. I'm not wearing it. It's part of me. And like and he kind of like looks around the room a little bit. And like you have a armoire, maybe like a dresser. And he just kind of like walks over to it and puts his hand under it and strains a little bit, and then just like lifts it off the floor with one hand and puts it down. Like, I feel great. This is the best thing that's ever happened to me. I don't know how far I want to take this. I'm just gonna see what this is like for now. And if I can talk your dads into helping me out more, or maybe helping other people out, I don't know. I just wanted to let you know that the way you are is great. And I think whatever happened to you might be able to help other people as well. And I know that's how you got to be the way you are, but I think it's going to be different from now on. Anyway, I feel weird. I'm sorry. This is
No, you're fine. You're fine. I'm just
not
this is
feeling well, and I just dumped a lot of stuff on you.
I just did not feel the same way you feel.
I know.
Like-
That's why I wanted to check in with you first.
I just want you to understand there are more sides than just being able to lift up dressers.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's a super cool part of this, and I look really cool doing that. If I look as cool as what you just looked, but there's also the other parts. You get to wear a shirt over yours. Maybe think about maybe think about that.
Yeah, I will. And he sort of like puts his hand on your arm. And just like, just thanks. I think you're cool. And kind of like awkwardly starts leaving the room. How close to the door are y'all when he? Is it
Like right against the door?
Yeah, like the
Yeah.
comedic, like everybody kind of falls in.
I think Di's the furthest back because she has like the listening ability, and so she's been kind of like back in the corner, but then everyone else falls in and she's kind of left standing.
Yeah, so he like kind of like figures sorry for pushing you guys out. I'm gonna go help with lunch.
I'm getting to read all the comments now. Is this a need to stop it?
Emotional support cyborg, yeah.
Also, are we with Tristan now? Can we ask Tristan questions?
Yeah, go for it.
We heard him touch you. Could you like hear what was going on? Did he touch you with any metal parts? Or was it just kind of like human to you?
Yeah, we haven't done it yet. That's true.
Are you okay?
I think so. I don't know what was more surprising. Someone thinking what I was cool, or being talked to by somebody for that long that wasn't one of you guys, without it being going through a lab protocol. There's a lot of things. I don't know. I mostly feel worried about him because he seems very enthusiastic, and I'm glad that he has that response to this, but this isn't just a game.
Yeah, and it doesn't really make sense your dad's helping him.
I worry that I don't know. I don't think I've never seen them abuse or use anyone, but I also know that what happened to me has made them be more experimental than they've ever been before. So I don't know. Let's keep an eye on him. Let's keep him close enough, but not close enough maybe to touch me again.
Sounds good.
Aki, can we send one of your little robots after him?
Not the shoe tying one. I have plans for that one.
Okay. Also, wait, didn't I turn into a bug at the museum though?
You too?
Didn't I turn into a bug at the museum?
Since when does Aki have conservation of mass?
Hang on. Hang on.
Yes. Yes.
Or was it 1,000?
We'll work with it.
It's like being whatever I want to be.
Aki turned into a fly
Oh, that's right. Okay, cool.
With the
on
lasso
September
arm.
9th.
That was
Remove that.
lifts.
I was at the presidential
You can
debate.
be what you like to be.
You were at the presidential debate, the VP debate.
You're just a really heavy
It's
fly.
Aki.
Really dense. Yeah.
Cool.
Fly.
Kristen, you are like shaken from all your stuff, but like you are okay to get up and do what you like. Like you're not incapacitated at all.
For all this shit I got.
You are still angry, afraid, guilty, hopeless, and insecure.
I gotta hurt something or someone. I gotta run away. I gotta sacrifice. I gotta easy believe and foolhardy action. All right. This will be a fun.
Also, I don't know. How do you feel about what Alex was saying? Do you feel weirded out or comforted?
I'm sorry. You were asking me that?
Yeah.
I was reading about the dense fly and was thinking about it happening to Mark Mikens. I was having a daydream sequence. So you're asking me what I thought about what he said?
Yeah. Is what he said comforting at all, or were you just like weirded out, or?
I'm mostly weirded out because if that had happened earlier on, I think I would have felt comforted. But because I finally I've been on a journey of like, I'm a monster, I don't want to be a monster anymore, to okay, sometimes I'm a monster and that's powerful, to sometimes I'm a monster, it's powerful, but I'm also human. And that's kind of where I am now. And I like that talk would have really helped early on, but now I'm just like, okay, now I'm suspicious and weirded out because I'm like, that's a little one side. That's like the opposite of what I used to be, and I'm worried about.
Yeah.
I'm worried about him, and I'm worried about what my dads are doing to him.
If anyone winds up comforting or supporting Socket, that can help clear conditions as well.
Oh shit! Yeah, I wasn't comforted or supported by him though.
Yeah, but so if you want to hurt someone, break something, run away, sacrifice something, get easy relief, or do a foolhardy action, we can do those when they come around. Cool. So your dads and the interns have put together a nice little lunch for y'all. If you want to hang out and chit chat, everyone seems normal and cool, and then you can do what you like.
I'm really curious about what they made for me. Aki. Well, I guess Aki eats human food, but I'm just like,
Yeah, they don't know about Eunice, right? They don't really, as far as we know.
Yeah, as far as we know.
Yeah, we're all there in human, in civ clothes. Yeah.
Sandwiches and lemonade, usual whatever.
just rub it on my body again.
Yeah. Sugar packets, a big sugar dumper for
sugar dumper.
Some corn syrup. Cool. What do y'all want to do next?
Are we supposed to go to the junior league thing?
Oh yeah, we should plan that too, because I feel really questionable about are we being watched here more than we knew we were? Are people on to us more than we knew we were?
Yeah.
Yeah, and maybe we're also suspicious of them. And I'm seeing that Di and I both need to do foolhardy action, so I'm
what we could do?
Try to fuck this up.
You know what we could do?
No, what can we do?
We could try to, like just lean really hard into being like regular human teens. I know that your dads don't think you're a regular human teen, but we could probably maybe make some special brownies and just hang out and maybe like go to the park and be humans out in like public, just humans.
And Neutrino is out as a super, right? So 3 normal humans and two cool people.
Cool people.
Very cool. Yeah, I could get my hoodie out. So wait, why are we going to the park?
Well, we don't have to go to the park, but I feel like if we were out in public just being dumb teens, then maybe we could like throw off the scent a little bit. Then we would have fun being dumb teens too, because I miss being dumb teens with all of you.
Oh yeah, we missed our like dress up party last time. What can we do that's
Yeah.
kind of like a dress up party that's also foolhardy?
Do a dress up party at the mall and maybe run away with some of the dress up stuff.
Do a little light shoplifting, is that?
Shoplifting is what you're trying to do.
Well, if we leave our clothes in place of them.
Oh, trade.
Yeah.
Bargaining.
Yeah.
Wait, can you like play pranks and like jump out and scare people and like be like that's foolhardy? Or is that like
Is it foolhardy or is it just foolish?
In my mind, I had like trying to spy on the vigilantes and try to figure out why they wanted us as foolhardy.
You know what I would love to do, but I don't know if I would define it as foolhardy, as I want to spy on Alex.
Let's dress up like adults and spy on the adults. And spy on us. And spy on my dad. Let's get adult costumes and pretend to be adults.
I am a businesswoman. Here.
All right, we could.
I'll put my hair in a low pony so I look very sophisticated.
Very nice.
Mhm.
Yeah, what does each person
when did they say
This
that?
is what we want to do. What did each person do?
When did the Valiant say they wanted to meet with you? Do you remember?
It was one of the days for lunchtime. Because I know I was trying to con them into getting a free lunch.
Right.
too soon?
Cool.
No.
So you're going hanging out or shoplifting or?
Yeah, we gotta. Yeah, we got. I figure we should pretend to be adults that need help,
Hmm.
and try to talk to them and see what they're all about and see if we can find out.
Uh,
My opinions are very complicated. The shoplifting one is more straightforward.
Cool. Go for it. What do you how are you doing that?
We're trying to get information from your dad's Tristan.
From any adult, I was thinking, but like mostly like why do the vigilante? The questions I have
Mhm.
are following: why are they're not? Are they called the vigilante?
Valiant.
Valiant. Why did the smelly Valiant want to deal with us when they are always so mean to us? Or are they, maybe they're only interested in Neutrino? Or maybe there's something more sinister. Why are my dads experimenting on Alex? Why is he so cool with it? And what happens at the museum after everyone leaves? I don't know, other things we're interested in. A third thing that has nothing to do with what we want. What happens at bars or at the arcade at night or in adult only hours? I don't know. Some
Well,
third silly thing.
if we want to,
I have one more question. And what did you do with the briefcase with sacrifice?
Oh yeah. Oops. Yeah, maybe as adults we could also get rid of that shit.
Get rid
Uh,
of.
I would have asked for it to be given to Morris.
Morris.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I would have asked to take possession of it so that I could give it to Morris because I feel like he would have the ability to keep it safe
Do you trust Morris?
wholeheartedly.
Aki, it's on your ship. What do you think?
Like, what do I think? Like, do I allow it to leave?
Yeah, like what's I think since it's in your ship, you have final say of what happens with it.
Space. But what do I do with it in space?
Throw it.
Let us all go into space. Yeah, I mean, I think we could take it off planet, and that would make maybe more sense to a planet without life. And leave it there. But I mean, we could make a short-term and a long-term plan. But could we go into space?
I mean, yeah, it's your spaceship.
Can we just take a quick trip to a different planet where there's no life?
I mean, you could drop it on the moon or something. Easy.
Yeah, but people go to the moon. That's still risky.
Sure.
We'd need to go somewhere where people don't go.
Yeah, you would probably be late for your lunch with the Valiant if you did that. But you can
Hmm.
say
Should we do that after lunch with the Valiant? You want to go to space? Or do you want to give it to Morris?
I feel like Morris knows how to handle these kind of things because he's kind of one of these kind of things.
But should you combine those two types of things together? Like that
He's-
seems
Morris has never been anything but nice to me.
I mean, those eclairs that you bring are pretty solid. I don't think an evil person could make that good of an eclair.
Morris is not evil.
Anna, we literally just talked about this.
About what?
I mean, you're afraid of. I'm going to pull Anna off to the side. I don't feel like I should
Yeah,
tell
you-
everyone.
the rest of them know what happened between Anna and yeah.
No,
Don't
Oh,
feel
but I-
like it. No.
no. But Di is definitely onto something because Di knows that Anna keeps getting worse and that it's somehow attached to Morris and that Anna expects to die and just hasn't told anyone else. And
But I
think
have
that-
told Tristan that. Tristan is the only other person that knows about it.
Okay.
Yeah, I know, but I've been mostly pretending. But also, I know.
Okay, but if Tristan has held the knife and knows what the knife will do and knows about Morris,
Yeah, and also I'm worried that I don't know. Morris doesn't seem.
Morris isn't a person. Like Tristan's a person.
Yeah. What if we go to this meeting and then we'll have a little more time? We can get on the ship, take a ride around while we figure it out.
But what if we go to this meeting and one of the Valiant takes the knife?
How
Like
will
we
they-
don't really know what their whole deal is.
Yeah, that's why we gotta be adults and spy on them first. And we could be adults pretending to be asking about the knife and see how they would react to being sold the knife by a bunch of business people.
convincing do you think y'all non-transformers are going to be as adults?
I think that Di blends in pretty well with the adults because she's been trying to be more mature all the time. And she blends pretty well in general because that's just her whole life is blending. So I think that I could get away with it.
Give it a shot and see if they want to buy it.
we should probably not bring the actual knife to this day. Okay.
Hmm.
We're just testing them to see if what they would do with it.
Or we have Aki pretend to be the knife again. We have them buy it. We then get money. Aki then, pieces out and we win money and keep the knife and know things.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. I was almost there. I was gonna go butter knife first and then make it there eventually in my thinking, but thank you for getting us there quickly and thank you for all that studying you do.
It's the most.
Cool. So tell me how you do this.
I turned into a knife. They put me in the different briefcase because I got lots on my ship.
I turn into Ken was his name?
Yeah, Ken. No. Joseph or Pat Denny.
The one who we got the knife from.
Yeah, that's.
Joseph.
Yosef.
Do you want to be Joseph as a normal person or Joseph with lots of scars?
Yosef as a normal person. Normal Yosef.
What about the rest of y'all?
I'm debating if I am like the hooded one in the background who doesn't ever talk, because that feels really foolhardy.
That would be foolhardy. Agreed.
Being the muscle, essentially.
But to be there just in case shit goes down.
So like hang out like outside or go in with them.
I will go. Like, could I could wear like a hoodie or like an adult hoodie. What do adults wear that are hoodies?
Go in, you're very recognizable.
Yeah, that would be foolhardy.
That would be foolhardy.
Just tape mustaches too much.
Multiple mustaches.
What do adults have that look like me?
Tristan, if you wanted, I could be like a very eclectic, like art collector and carry you around as like art.
Like a stylish bag
Yeah.
sort of thing.
Yeah. Like an art bag.
An art bag.
Mm-hmm.
You did, Tristan, you did a really good job of being that modern art piece when we were outside of the cafe before. So
I was art last time. Can I be someone's sweet like hoverboard? I just want to be more mobile this time. Like
Yeah, can you be our like transportation in a way? Like look like some future-y.
a scooter.
We definitely used you as a hoverboard before.
I think
So I'm used to doing that.
I'm fine with whatever. I will definitely be there. It sounds like it might be too dangerous for me to try to pretend to be an adult, even though it sounds very fun.
What about Neutrino? Neutrino is also recognizable, I think. How are you going to disguise yourself?
Yeah, it would probably have to be. I don't feel like that she would normally wear makeup, and so would do the like, makeup and glasses and have a wig.
Okay.
I'm sure I could find that at like a secondhand store quickly.
Yeah.
Sweet. So this is, I don't know, still morning-ish, like 10, 11. And you all know where the Bastion is because the Valiant are kind of like a big deal. Everyone kind of knows where they are. It's not downtown, but it's on the perimeter of the downtown area of Paragon City. And it's kind of like a weird combination between like a sort of like a 1960s office building and like a Parthenon kind of Greek column thing. It's a weird with a little bit of techno added, so it stands out for sure. Not like Hall of Justice looking necessarily, but kind of like Hall of Justice as if it was built by communists in the 60s. A little bit stodgy, but still like very impressive. And so Yalkin has like a courtyard with a reflecting pool and like a couple ostentatious touches like that. And you can just walk in the front door if you want. There's some sort of reception area in the front. And it's got like touchscreens, so you can like say like, why are you here? Who are you looking for? And there's probably other like offices, like they've let some government agencies or offices like sort of have not embassies, but like sort of have satellite offices in the building. So like Aegis has an office in the building. The city government has like their Department of Super Relations in the building. So it's not just them, but it is their place. What do you do?
Am I the one who's going in? Because like I'm holding Aki as a suitcase. Is anyone else going in with me, or am I just kind of heading in there with Aki?
How do you feel?
I'll probably be outside.
Yeah. All right. I carry Aki in and go up to one of the little touchscreen things then.
Mhm.
Correct me if I'm wrong. We know of 3 of these members.
You know all of them. You've only met 3.
Oh,
The,
okay.
the 5 of them are you met Silver Streak, Polarity, and Mr. Mole
Mhm.
at the jewelry store. The other 2 are the Weatherman, who is probably the goofiest, and Anubis, who is a big, dog-headed, muscly guy.
I click on the silver streak.
Mr. Silver.
Yeah.
So so the screen pops up and it's like a recorded welcome. It's like, hello and welcome to the Bastion. I'm Silver Streak and I'm happy to welcome you to Paragon City's foremost superhero team. How can I direct you or help you, citizen?
I want you.
I'm not sure I understood your request. Can you please rephrase it?
Why did
I
we-
want to talk to the silver man.
I'm sorry, Silverman is in a different city. How can I help you?
Silver streak, come here.
Hi, that's me. How can I help you?
Bring me the mole.
It sounds like you'd like to talk to Mr. Mole. Is that right?
Yes.
And a calendar app pops up, and
Oh no.
you can scroll through the schedules of the different members of the Bastion, and Mr. Mole is like sadly underpopulated. Like Silver Streak and Polarity like just like booked all day every day, and Mr. Mole is just like, I'm talking in a school, doing a demo at the zoo. I have a
You guys
meeting.
found where their offices are by interfacing into the tech. So it sounds like maybe we'll also try to sneak in
Yeah,
while Anna's doing this part.
Maybe that will be the B team.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I request Mr. Mole to come talk to me with however I can hit like urgent matter appointment now.
Cool. And another video comes up kind of like that one, but it's Mr. Mole, and he's like definitely not used to being recorded like that. And he's like, this is Mr. Mole. I'll see you soon. And then and a little like 15-minute appointment shows up at the next 15-minute increment, which is in a few minutes.
To no one in particular, I just kind of mumble to myself, vaguely directed at my suitcase. Well, it looks like that we're getting the mole man, so that will be fun.
You have a few minutes to do stuff before anyone shows up. Would you like to do anything?
Vibrate back just to like confirm receipt of message. Like a slight like
I want to have sent a Little Morris with the B Squad, so
Okay.
that we can have some kind of back and forward.
I'm not telling him this time.
I'm skeptical of Little Morris the whole time, but also needing to feel connected to you. So, mostly I've been listening in, and I heard you request the Mole Man, and I am ready to thwart anything that happens just in case, because I got him.
I'm gonna let you hold on to Little Morris then, because I have a bad track record with Little Morses.
All right, I'll hold him.
Is Nick's the only one who's going in there with Aki, or I think the rest of you are outside?
Neutrino, you have that great disguise.
That's true. I did get dressed up, and I
Neutrino-
just mole person.
I feel like Leah and I at this point, because she's dressed up and I'm just kind of in like blend in life wear, actually look very similar. So the two of us would seem like a perfectly normal pair walking in, if we'd like to like stay a couple paces behind them.
And Tristan's feelings are kind of confused by Leah wearing makeup and having adult person hair. It's like, oh, what? Wow. And it's like talking differently to you, like a crush. Adult person hair.
Ooh.
Cool. Yeah,
Step
so,
above that ponytail.
it has a series of like glass elevators that come down in the lobby, and one of them, sort of like outside, and you can see one of them come down, and you can see Mr. Mole in there, and comes out, and says, "What do you look like right now, Nix?"
I look like Yosef.
Oh yeah, Joseph.
Yeah.
Um,
I look like, I assume I had asked Aki to look like Yosef so that I could know what Yosef looked like. So I look like a off-brand Yosef.
A Joseph with a little bit of Willow snout.
Yeah. Also, it's like my third time transforming, so like a very off-brand Yosef.
Great. So he's like, Mole Man is sort of short, probably like 5'3", 5'4", but kind of wide, a little hunched, and he doesn't like physically, he doesn't like have the physical characteristics of an animal, but his mannerisms and speech patterns are very kind of like as if this was a giant rodent of some kind. And except for his hands have like real long, like sharp, solid looking talons that just grow out of his hands.
Mm.
Not necessarily like claws, but definitely like he actually digs through dirt,
The
rock,
dirt.
whatever. And you know that that's his deal. He can also communicate with animals to some extent, but he's also like he's the least popular of the Valiant, so he kind of like gets stuck doing PR stuff and all that, and talking to random people who show up at their office. Cool. So he comes up to you and it's like, sir, hi, I'm Mr. And he sort of goes to shake your hand and then remembers that like people don't like when he does that, and kind of awkwardly goes back. It's like, how can I help you, Mr. Hi, I'm Mr. Mole. What's your name?
Oh man.
For about 2 beats, Anna doesn't remember that she's a mister. And then it finally connects that they're talking to me, and so it's the like, Joseph.
Joseph. Nice to meet you, Joseph. How can the Valiant serve you?
I wanted to see if you wanted to take a very dangerous item off of the streets that I found.
Yes. What? Can you tell me more?
For money.
I'm sorry, sir. The Valiant are not a pawn shop. We serve the city. We don't do that kind of thing. Is this
Okay. I'll go find another group that does.
okay?
Wait, you don't want my dangerous knife that can slice people apart and possess people?
And when you say that, his sort of dopey look gets a little bit more serious, and then sort of blank, and then back to like intentionally dopey, and says, "What did you say?"
Spooky knife for sale here.
You have it.
Yes. And I kind of rattle the briefcase. And then realize what I'm doing and stop.
Great. So he just says, "Sir, Joseph, I don't know where you found that, but it's very dangerous. Please hand it over."
Do you know what it is?
Do you know what it is?
My
You know who it
best
is?
friend.
Your best friend. And he just does one of these, and Storm or blast shields come down over the front windows and the doors lock, and a little alarm goes off, and he says, "Sir, I'm gonna need you to give that to me right now."
You're gonna need to make me a better offer than just a door.
Okay. He takes a grab at it then.
I will make a dodge.
How are you gonna do that? Let's. You're gonna do a. So you're just gonna dodge there.
I want to try and like telekinesis, like push myself back from him to kind of like separate us.
Yeah. So you're defending the knife from him. So let's make a defend roll.
All
So
right.
roll plus savior.
Which is +0.
Ooh, yeah.
That is 4 and a 3, so it's 7.
7, great. So you are able to do that, but you are exposing yourself to danger or escalating the situation. Cool. Cost you.
I don't want to make it apparent that I'm using like telekinesis against him, if that makes sense.
I think to do that you have to let him know that you are using powers to do that.
Okay.
I wonder
Then,
if it would be of help here. But feel free to do your thing. But we are also willing to
I'm willing for help to get out of the situation.
I was thinking that we could also distract him and try to run in and see what we can find out about the Valiant while we're here. Mostly because I also need to do some foolhardy stuff.
Yeah, I would be cool with like running in also. I think that I'm able to use my powers and kind of like mess with his hands a little bit while we're doing that. That's my main thing. The minute you called out Mole Man, I was ready.
Since you went in as a team, I'm sorry, I forgot to tell you this. You get a team point, basically. You get a team in your team pool, so that's a point that you can use to help someone else out and add to their roll after the fact.
Cool.
So if someone rolls a 6 and you want to bump it up to a hit, you can do that. Since you successfully defended, even though you had to expose your powers, you can choose to add another team to the pool. You can take influence over Aki if you don't already have it, or you can clear condition if you need to.
I don't know if I have influence over Aki, so I'll take influence over Aki.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I mean, I can unknife myself anytime, but I feel like I want to save that for like the last result, basically, because even if they end up stealing me, it seems like that's some really interesting information we can get as long as I can remain relatively safe.
Yeah. Cool. So you're able to get out of the way. And what does your telekinesis look like when you use it?
The kind of black veins bulge a little bit. Even through the transformation, they kind of faintly appear as I push back and am able to just kind of distance between the two of us.
Okay. Yeah, as you do that, he just is like, "Oh no, guys, we have problems down here."
They're there in their offices.
What do the rest of you do?
I want to mess with the Mole Man's. Just scramble him a little bit.
And you and Neutrino are inside, right?
Yeah, I think. Did you say that shields came down within the room that they're in?
So y'all are kind of in the lobby reception area. And so the sort of big steel shutters came down over the outside windows, and probably the elevators are locked down. And there's someone came to fuck with us alarm going.
Okay, so I can't hear what is going on because there are sirens happening and
you're in the large lobby area with them.
Okay, cool.
They're starting to scuffle a little bit.
There's a scuffle. Well, what I know is that I've already gone up against the mole guy once without even revealing who I was. So is he actively grabbing on to Anna at this point?
He's got his claws out and he's making a swipe forward. And
Oh yeah. I am going to use my rodent powers to have him like move those claws back towards himself.
Okay, let's do it. Unleash your powers for that. So that's a 2 dice plus freak.
Okay, my freak just changed a little bit. What is that? Oh. Okay. I thought that if I looked up roll dice, I don't have the dice roller up. Hang on. Okay, cool. It's 2 dice plus freak.
Yeah, and your freak is 0 right now, I think.
Yeah. All right, a 4 and a 5. So it's a 9.
Okay, great. So you do it. Let's see. How do you? So his when he's swiping for that, he kind of like looks stunned a little bit and just sort of like drops his arms to his side. And you realize like, oh man, like I have some limited mind control over this person.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make you? Does that make you feel any way? Or you're just like, fuck yeah.
I think I'm kind of like, fuck yeah. Like mostly I've been kind of backup in the past, and now I'm feeling like, oh, okay, cool. Like I can really have some control here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when you do that, he realizes that something is happening, and he kind of like looks around the area, and eventually his eyes land on you. And so that
Great.
like, oh, and he like it takes a second. And he's like, oh, they brought someone else with them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I know you. Okay. Neutrino, what are you up to?
Can I actually be trying? You say it's like an elevator system thing?
Yeah, there's like you know what the like the lobby of the Omni looks like downtown here. Big glass things, and it's got the glass elevators that go up. It's kind of like that. It's got like 3 glass elevators.
Is it? Can I break the elevators so that, like, I want to inhibit the rest of the team from coming down?
You can do something in these elevators, yeah.
Because if I can just like meander over there and like make them heavy so they crash.
Yeah, you can definitely do that without even rolling. You're going to have to visibly like use your powers though.
Can I?
If you want,
Die's been seen. Can I like sneak on over to like a side closet or stairwell or something and do that, or do I need to be next to the elevators?
Yeah, you could. So the elevators probably come like there's like a. How am I describe? There's like there's like a big reception area where those panels are, and the wall behind that, and the elevators kind of come out behind that wall. And if you want to come out to the front, you have to come around that. So you can go back around there and pull the elevators down if you want.
Yeah, because I don't want to like very obviously, because I feel like since I was the one that they had approached before, that my powers are pretty distinct. So I'd like to not reveal yet that I'm affiliated.
Cool. Yeah, and so you can all the elevators just like crash down, no problem. Aki, are you doing anything in that suitcase or just hanging out?
I mean, I guess I could be turning technically into anything that fits in there at the moment until they open. But I don't know what would be useful based on what's happening right now. Chris, are you talking? But you're on mute.
One of those like anti-gopher devices.
That sounds good. Yeah.
Okay, we'll let that transformation happen. Socket, what are you up to?
I also need to avoid being seen because I don't want to mess up our chances later of getting some swag and joining, or just seeing, like, I don't want to mess up the meeting later or get them be our enemies. So I'm wondering how easy it is for me to go try to sneak into their offices while they're leaving their offices, or try to interface with the tech maybe. Sounds like the elevators are taken care of. Maybe there's other tech I could disrupt to keep them from getting down there, and or checking in security systems to try to like poke around and see if they have, if we can like, what we can learn about them.
You're outside still, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay.
Can't get that because they have the like shutters, right? Or
There's probably like some sort of locks or keypads or there's some sort of technical thing you can interface with from the outside if you want to.
okay, so maybe I'll try to take the walls up
Oh yeah, bring the shutters up.
and try to take the sirens down, and
Yeah. Cool. So
the sirens could turn into an ice cream truck sound or something. I don't know.
powers for that. That sounds really cool. So that's plus freak.
Okay, what was it plus freak? Oh, 2 plus freak.
Yeah, 2 dice plus freak.
Oh yeah, I got freak to spare. I'm maxed out. All right, good thing I have freak to spare because it was 6. It was 3. It's a 9.
7 days a week. Awesome. So yeah, you totally do it. Oh man, yeah. So you don't have any more. If you take another condition, then you're out.
Oh yeah, oops.
Yeah, that's great. Would you rather? So you are definitely able to sort of like interface with like a keypad outside and raise and the blast doors are coming up. The shutters are coming up. I'm going to let you choose whether they recognize you when you do that, or if they slam back down.
If they recognize me when I do that or slam back down. I guess I want to chat with the team about like our strategy.
I think you're in the middle of it right now, so there's not a lot of.
But we would have said some things before. We don't tend to do that. Never mind. Just kidding. As if we would have planned.
Foolhardy.
Oh yes. Okay. So the foolhardy thing would be to be seen, because then I could. Yeah, and is that count as a sacrifice?
I think it would be more foolhardy.
Foolhardy.
Yeah.
All right, let's do it. I'll keep those doors open.
All
right. I'm not getting any swag. Please give me a hoodie.
Cool. You are no longer insecure because you know you can do that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. So those shutters fly up. The alarms go off or play ice cream noises or whatever you want them to.
I think maybe like our favorite song or something. What song should we play?
Do we have a team name yet? Okay.
We tried to do acronyms and they were all pineapple-y.
Cool. So the elevators are crashed down. The doors, the blast doors are crashed up. So there's also this is a safe building, so there are also stairwells, fire stairwells. And one of the doors flies open, and you see something silver streaking towards Anna. At the same time, someone blinks in next to where Dai is. And this is like a 22-year-old guy, just kind of like dressed in like Hot Topic black, and just sort of poofs in behind you and grabs you with his arms. And something silver is streaking towards Nix or Joseph. What do y'all do?
I'm relatively strong and agile. I'm assuming that this guy is in the building because he associates with the supers. But do I recognize him?
Not yet. He's behind you.
Meh. Yeah, well, that makes sense.
But you can engage the threat.
I'm going to engage with the threat and try to wrestle myself out. Shit has already hit the fan. I might as well go ahead and fight.
Cool. So you're going to roll plus danger.
Okay. Roll how many dice?
2 dice plus danger.
11.
11. Ooh, nice. Cool. So you guys you did very well. You can choose 2 of these things. You can avoid being damaged by them. You can take something from them. You can create an opportunity for your allies, or you can impress, surprise, or frighten that person. You can pick 2 of those things.
Ooh. I like the idea of impressing and or frightening them. Sometimes it's both. Let's be real.
So impress, surprise, and frighten is one thing.
Okay, cool.
One of the other ones. I would probably recommend resist or avoiding their blows. But you can take damage to do damage if you want to.
Is this a question for the whole team? Or just me?
Just you.
Just me. Yeah, I'd like to avoid getting hurt and also impress them.
Awesome. Let's see what. Okay. Tell me how you. Tell me how that works. Someone popped in behind you, grabbed you, and you are going to do something that is super cool to them that hurts them a little bit, and you don't take any damage.
Well, Mole Guy is still around, so as I am like using my agility to like slip out from under this guy's arms, I'm gonna like wrestle him down to the ground and have Mole Guy come over and just swipe at him and just kind of like get all of Mole Guy's energy into this guy who wrapped his hands around me.
Nice.
And I'm gonna just stand there and watch. They've seen my face. Is that foolhardy, by the way?
I would say I don't know if that's foolhardy. I think that's just fighting.
Okay. They've seen my face though.
That's true. I think they have already seen your face.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay, so he is definitely afraid because of that. Yeah, so Mole Guy disengages with Anna and just sort of like turns around, like does sort of like a belly flop on this guy, and as he does, like Mole Guy like jumps at him, and this guy pops away, and it just sort of like does a pop, and Mole Guy belly flops on the floor. Anna, a silver thing is streaking towards you. What are you doing about that?
Anna turns to die, seeing her just make this incredibly badass, impressive move, and whispers, "I'm sorry." And I'm gonna use Doom Sign Infinite Powers and memory manipulate all of the supers that aren't us.
All right. This is definitely
Like a
powers.
Yeah, like a big thing. So here we go.
Do you have any conditions? I forgot to check for conditions.
No. Yeah, no, I don't currently have any conditions.
Go for it.
Ooh, that's a 4 and a 1.
Ooh, and that's plus freak.
Plus freak for so 5 plus 2 is 7.
Okay, cool. So you are able to do it to one of them, and it's going to be the one that's closest to you.
So silver.
Yeah. So basically you watch. It's kind of like in slow motion. This like silver thing just like coming at you, and as your dark power just sort of like flings out at him, sort of stops like right here in front of you, and he looks like Silver Streak, but like 25, and he has the same costume, and he just stops and just goes blank. What do the rest of y'all do?
I'm upset. I've definitely like realized exactly what it is that Anna is planning on doing. Is at least that she's planning on just like going all out and probably dying.
Are you?
I think that as a teen, like with emotions running high, it is manifesting itself as anger. Yes, I think I'm very angry at Anna.
Angry then, which you can clear by hurting someone or breaking something. What do the rest of y'all do?
I can I mark guilty as that condition then?
Yeah, let's do
Because
that.
I would definitely feel guilty like doing that.
Yeah, and so that's cleared by sacrificing something.
Hmm.
Neutrino, what are you up to?
So like all of the other supers have stopped now?
So the young Silver Streak has stopped in front of Anna. Mole Guy is belly flopped on the floor, and the Hot Topic guy has popped out somewhere.
Wait, I'm sorry. I blanked on this. Why is Silver String younger than he was before?
I don't know.
Okay, this isn't something Anna did. This is something that
Yeah,
he was.
like you recognize him, but don't.
Mhm.
Okay. I kind of, if they are occupied, I don't know. I want to go up the stairs and figure, like, that's weird because I made fun of Silver Streak and called him old and saggy, and now that that's wrong, I want to know why he is not.
Cool. So you're turning to go to the doors.
Mhm.
As you do that, one of the doors of the elevators like just busts out, and there's a young woman kind of dressed up like a weird puppet clown,
No.
and just like, get it now, kid, and starts walking towards you. What do you do?
Hey, sorry, I have appointment upstairs need to get to. There's been this hubbub that's happening down here in the lobby. So
She just takes a swing at you.
it's a rude way to greet someone. Like, have some manners. Can I block it?
Yeah, you can engage that threat. That'll be 2 dice plus danger.
What is my danger? Oh, I do not have any danger. All right.
Do you have any conditions that'll?
I don't think so. No, I have no conditions. All right. Go dice. Oh, 10.
10, nice. Cool. So you will damage, and you can choose to not take damage. 2 of these, not take damage, take something, create an opportunity for your allies, or be super cool for them.
I want to create an opportunity for my allies to, since like Anna's already done this thing for the other supers, to like get this super away before she sees any of my friends. And then also make her leave me alone so I can intimidate.
How do you do? What does that look like? So you're definitely using your powers.
Oh yeah, definitely using powers. I think like when blocking would just kind of like do like a throw her back. Like, I don't know if there's a nice little storage closet.
Like make her fist really heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everything.
Yeah. And she like goes to swing at you, and before she even gets close, her fist just like slams into the ground and just like this like marble floor, and she just like shatters it. And she's like super pissed off now. Aki, what are you up to right now? You definitely like shit is happening outside.
Yeah. Well, I feel like I could just slide through the briefcase and be useful and then re-put myself.
Mhm.
Um,
Are you still looking like the knife or something else?
no, I feel like I'd come out looking like something else so that there was the assumption that the knife was still in there, and then would have to get myself back in there right time. But that seems very doable given that I can be anything. You know what I mean? Like I could be a
Mhm.
bug, like a very heavy bug and slide through. Also, Anna, you're very strong to hold my very heavy knife body. Apparently, under these new thing, Anna's just very casually like
One hand holding a person.
Let me just hold this out. So I feel like I'd be like melting through the gap in the briefcase, like Alex Mack style, which is basically my early adolescent, elementary school dream coming true right now. So I might need a moment. And then, I wanted to both be and date her. Um, and yep, young queer problems. And I feel like, I mean, I can harness the power of the sun
Yeah.
and heat. And I'm wondering if I can heat repel any of them or just be,
Yeah, you can use heat beams or whatever you want. Yeah.
yeah, blastingly, blindingly.
Yeah. Who are you gonna do? Out.
Yeah, I think we'll go both handed direction.
All right. That's definitely unleashing your powers. So that's
Yeah.
plus,
I need to pull up the roll dice online too. I forgot that I didn't have that up. Okay, so I'm double rolling.
2 dice plus freak, which is 2.
Okay. 10.
Cool. So again, you're doing some damage. Do you want to not? Oh no, you know this is you do the thing all the way. Yeah. So tell me what it looks like when you do that.
Well, I think I like Alex Mack up into like a metal cylinder because I don't want them to recognize that it's me. I mean, although obviously like they figured out, they might make that assumption anyway. But I don't want to like fully reveal myself. So I'm just sort of like an amorphous metal looking blob, like silver liquid, Alex Mack style, I guess still. And my arms just, yeah, like there's come out and it's like double blasting times. Also I'm flying in the air because I can fly and why not?
A flying
So
pothole.
I'm gonna give you yeah. So you hit the silver dude, and you can probably see the clown lady from here too.
Great. Yeah, let's go for her.
Sweet. And cool. Socket, what are you up to?
Oh my god. Well, my first thought was like, well, I'm trying to remember what we want. And it seems like we've gotten off track, which is kind of a thing we do. But I don't know that Sockets usually is thinking about that. But I think I'm torn between staying and making sure that I can be helpful as a team fighting, or if they've all run down from their offices, going up to the office and trying to figure out why they want Neutrino.
And
If they know anything about the knife and where all the water bottles are. Because I know I'm not getting any swag at this point, so
to be clear, the only one of the Valiant that you recognize is Mr. Mole.
that's true.
Young Silver Streak looking guy.
Okay. So you think they might be in their offices. They're probably in meetings though. I can check the calendar, right?
You could probably check their cameras.
Can I hop into the let's check the security system to see what the options are. And maybe that would be helpful to my team and not just be me like going off.
Yeah, why don't you assess the situation? I think that's a great way.
Yeah, I'll do that. I don't want to be like just like information. I realize that information can be so okay. Assessing situation, that's rolling 2, right?
Yeah, and that's plus superior, and you're gonna have a -2 because you're guilty.
Oh no, I am guilty. But I did get a little bit more superior lately. -1, -2, okay.
So 2 dice
Is it
minus.
-3 for me because I have -1? Mark, is it -3 for me?
Yeah, -3 altogether.
Woo! Okay, let's do it. Please be good. All right. So it was an 8, which means it's a 5.
So you mark experience. Get experience points by that.
All right. Or potential, right?
Potential. Cool.
I need to be about this guilty.
Yeah. So as you're doing that, you definitely see, like, Mr. Mole is not busy at all. The other Silver Streak, Polarity, and the Weatherman are like booked doing like they have some sort of vague like community engagement something in there. Anubis, his schedule is just like blacked out all around, um, uh, which doesn't give you a lot of information. And as you're interfacing with the thing, uh, someone is behind you, and he he says, he's just like step back, Junkie.
Junkie? Wow. That's like not the most creative way that's ever been said to me. So
he's like a 21-year-old guy, and he's got like a weird like metal exoskeleton thing with like
cute.
big knives on the end.
Oh, this is adorable. I bet you have squishy insides. I don't have squishy insides.
What do the rest of you do? I'll sneaks up to you.
With what the memory manipulation I had done to the silver guy, I specifically want him to think that he got here before everyone else and saw the mole start attacking us.
Oh, okay.
For no reason.
Let's do an unleash for that.
Okay. Woo! That's plus freak?
Yeah.
Or danger?
That is plus freak for unleash.
Plus freak. That is a 13.
Oh boy. Yeah, so he definitely does that. Yeah. So he like just looks furious for a second. And then like faster than you can see, bolts over, smashes into Mole Guy, smashes through a wall, and they're outside somewhere.
And then I want to turn to the others and be like, as I turn, I want to drop my Joseph and be Anna and be like, we didn't do anything. The mole started attacking us.
Di, what are you up to?
Okay, so I'm angry.
You
I
are?
just watched this happen.
A lot of that.
Am I? Let's see. I'm seeing that Tristan has talked to us and has said that the Valiant aren't here. And I've also just seen, yeah, holy moly. I've also just seen that the mole guy is out. It seems like we may have an excuse. I'm going to bolt for the stairs where I saw Leah go and start heading upstairs. And I'm not, I might turn around and shoot a look at Anna, but I'm not inviting her up. If she wants to follow me, she can, but like, it seems like she would rather just walk towards death, and I'm just going to go upstairs. If Hot Topic guy is still on the ground.
He'd poofed away somewhere.
Okay, he's gone. I'm going to go upstairs. I'm going to follow Leah.
Leah, are you like just running upstairs or like flying up?
Ooh, yeah, probably zooping. Yeah.
Okay.
Man. It's a good thing that I'm like, that I have like strength and agility and
strong kind of.
Yeah. But I can't climb anything.
Yeah.
Like Spider-Man without the climbing.
Yeah. I'm gonna jump back to Socket. What are you doing to Mr. Slicey?
Stabby arms.
A little domino mask too, like short hair. He's like kind of pretty boy.
Okay, I wonder if I don't want to fight him offhand. I think I'm like coming to terms with not always resorting to just being a monster and smashing things. So I think I'm gonna ask him, like, and be ready to attack, or I'm pretty tough, and to be like, what do you want from us?
Yeah, he's like, what? Why are you attacking the Bastion?
We're not attacking. We were trying to get your help.
Help? We were called to handle a threat, and
Yeah, but like you just come whenever a threat. What if it malfunctions?
what you attack like Judy has her hand in the floor, like.
It's because Judy tried to punch my friend, who like is a good friend of Gravity.
So call your friends off,
And then what?
and then we'll talk.
And then we'll talk. Who are you?
What do you mean? Who am I?
I don't know you.
Um,
Tristan has talked to another human for the first time in the day and is now like, I need more practice. I'm gonna try talking. Hi.
I'm actually gonna mark a condition for him.
You seem to know me. Well, I don't know you.
Alan, what do you mean you don't know who I am?
I'm sorry, what? Say it again.
Alan.
Alan? Talon?
He just like kind of drops. He's just like,
What's your thing? Is the knife arms your thing?
yeah, what's your thing?
I am my thing. Can you see it? I'm very clearly my thing. It's like my big thing.
Tell your friends to stop and we will talk.
It looks like they've stopped. Do you want to talk now, or like do you not want to fight me?
I mean, your like metal friend in there just blew 2 people away with sunbeams.
Yeah.
Seems like an all-out attack. Aki, what are you doing right now?
Blowing people's sunbeams.
Vigorously not shaking my head, like, how dare you accuse me of that?
The cylinder going.
Yeah, like what the fuck? Like, I feel like also because I'm a teenager, during moments of being like, you don't understand me, it's like I'm not that great at controlling all the things, so it's like I've got like fire coming out of like the top of my head and like out of my hand right now, just like before I realize it's happening, and I'm like, I should pull it back in.
Like the dog moment.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I feel like I've followed and am sort of like in that same area, but like not as close up, but like waiting to see kind of what happened, like sort of like came up like afterwards, but like
Stairs with them.
yeah.
Okay. Judy is still outside the stairs and she's real mad now. And as you approach, she doesn't. What do you look like when you're heading up? Are you still like metal cylinder? Or?
Yeah, amorphous blob thing.
Okay. Yeah, she's just like, she's pissed and she's like jumps at you with like a weird like hammer fist. So roll 2 dice plus danger.
Okay. What is my danger?
If your danger is 0.
0. Yep. Okay. Why is it not go? Oh, I gotta press the dice to make it go. Ooh. Oh, well, it was a 6 and a 1.
Cool. So you'll do damage to each other. You can choose one of not taking damage, taking something from her, creating an opportunity for your allies, or impressing frightened surprise.
I want to take something from her.
Oh, okay.
Because I don't know what that is. But do I have to know what that is, or would that?
You could. I mean, it could be like it could be like taking the area, so you can like make the area around the stairwell yours, so you can get up there without her interfering. Yep.
Or look at her pockets.
Yeah.
Rip off her costume.
Yeah, because I'm like curious about like
Let's see.
who dis, what you up to, what's your real deal. Yeah, let's do that. Sure.
Which one?
I'm gonna take her Can I take her knowledge? Can
Not-
I mind read her?
she doesn't. I'm not sure that would do you any good.
Okay. Okay. Mm,
Burn, Judy, burn.
maybe I'll, or should I make an opportunity for my allies? Maybe I'll make an opportunity for allies. That sounds maybe more useful.
Okay. So this damage that you're doing takes her out. Tell me how you take her out.
So I have I still have fire
Mhm.
action. And because I just turn into fire entirely, because I can do that. But I like turn myself. Do I have to be one piece or can I be lots of little fireballs?
I think one piece is probably good.
Okay, so I become lots of little fireballs, but that are connected by pieces, so that I'm actually like a spider web, but with fireballs in it. And
Does one of these and you just like how explode into a web of fire and
yeah, and just like wrap her up in this giant web of like fireballs.
do you get maybe angry when you do that?
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Cool. That'll be your condition there. Cool, yeah, and she like you do that and just squeeze and she goes out and she's on the floor.
Mhm.
Great. Die's going up there. Nyx is what's Nyx doing?
Who's still down on like this first level? There's Aki.
Aki's down there. Socket and Talon are outside.
Hmm.
Oh, I'm outside, sorry.
And Neutrino and Artemis are running up the stairs or flying up the stairs.
Where's the like woman who put her fist through the floor, or who?
Aki just took out.
Oh, the one that Aki just took out. All right. So the only super really left that's combating us is the person who's outside.
Yeah. But the Hot Topic pops in right in front of you and kind of looks you up and down, and you're like in full like Nyx mode, and he's just like, nice choice, and puts his arms around you. What do you do?
No.
I want to try talking to him first and just be like, hey, listen, we came in, we had a meeting here, and the mole guy came out and attacked us.
Okay, as you're talking, he pops you, and you guys teleport. Tristan, one last interaction with Talon.
It's not Alan, it's Talon. Got it. Yeah, cool. Yeah, like I don't want to. We're not here to fight. You're here to try to get some help, and you see. What do you want, buddy?
I want you
How can we make this stop?
we were trying to make you stop.
Let me just say, do you really want to fight me?
If
Is
I-
that what you were sent to stop me? And I think it's not going to go well for you.
If I
If
had
you, if you, I know you will. I believe you, little man. But if you fight me, I'm like a big hunk of creature. But if you fight me, it's not going to go well for you. So I want you to not do that. But I will, and I'll crush you like a little bug because you got squishy insides.
Oh, you think so?
I'll find out.
Okay.
But I don't want to, is the thing. I keep insulting you on the way there, but let's make this stop. I just want to.
I want to see a provoke roll from you. See if you can like get him back you.
I'm not trying to provoke him.
You're trying to like unprovoke him, kind of.
Oh, unprovoke roll.
Yeah.
Do I need to add anything to it?
Yeah, that's 2 dice plus superior, and you're gonna take a -2 because you are feeling guilty.
But I also have a -1 for my personality.
For your superior?
Yeah.
Yep. So that's -3.
Oh my god.
That's what we just did earlier.
Yeah.
So I just rolled a 4, and that's a -3 of that, and I have a 1.
1.
So, yeah, I'm not trying to fight you, buddy.
you are made of metal, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
So as you're trying to convince him, he just kind of like looks up and then looks like really smug and smirky, and you start rising.
start rising.
Yeah. You are being pulled upwards.
Oh, because the stupid magnet lady probably, or some magnet or some stupid shit.
Reach the door.
Polarity.
Reaches the door first, at the top, where the fire door comes in. As you're like rushing upstairs, you rush into it's kind of like a lounge area, and Silver Streak, Weatherman, and Anubis are there. And Silver Streak, as you like come in, Silver Streak just stands up and does one of these. And Artemis comes in after you, and Nyx, Hot Topic teleported you. Basically, Neutrino and Artemis see Hot Topic pop in with Nyx in his arms, and he steps back. And Aki, you were following them, so you'll come in a minute later, and Tristan just like y'all see Polarity, and she is kind of like on the balcony doing her stuff, and Tristan just kind of like when you pick up a cat, kind of
No.
plopped on there. And they have like a little table with like bottled water and chips and salsa, and the three of them are there. Silver Streak, Polarity, and Weatherman. Or I say Anubis or Weatherman.
You said Anubis.
We said
And
Anubis.
Weatherman.
Mhm.
I thought it was Anubis, Weatherman.
Yeah, so everyone except for Mr. Mole is there. And then Hot Topic is there and just sort of like stands back. And yeah, those are the people there right now. What would you like to do?
So, welcome. We're unclear as to if this is an attack that you guys are doing against us or what's going on.
And Silver Streak is like, well, it sounds like you were trying to blackmail or sell us something that we've been looking for. And honestly, you're a little early for your meeting, but we thought this would be a nice opportunity to see what you have. And I gotta say, we're impressed.
Are we in trouble?
The pop quiz.
And he kind of like looks around the other ones like, you're not in trouble. The Hot Topic dude is kind of like a little smug. While he's saying that, the younger version of him sort of zooms up the stairwell and sort of goes over to stand with him. You can see now that he kind of looks like him, but he has like a slightly different costume. And Talon eventually makes it up the stairs as well. Like takes the service elevator. Mr. Mole and Ruby are not available yet.
I point to the young Silver Surfer and I'm like, he can vouch. Mole Man attacked us.
Bolt Boy, is that true?
Bolt Boy.
Yes.
I mean,
Oh no, what a terrible name.
technically dead. I mean, Silver Streak. So yeah, it's I mean, Mole just got. I don't know what this. I don't know what she did to him, but yeah, he attacked her.
Yeah. We showed up. I said that I had something dangerous that I wanted to offer you guys, and Mole started freaking out and launched this whole party coming down to attack us.
Anubis is a big like a broad bronze thing with one of those like straight skirt type deals, and has like the head of a jackal, but looks like it's made of like porcelain. And the voice comes from his head, and just is like sounds like Knight, and it's just like, tell us about the knife, and like the porcelain head does not move. You just hear the voice, very deep and dark. Tell us about the knife.
Anna looks at Aki and then looks at Dai and goes, I gave it away.
And Silverstreak looks like you've shaken for a second. And he kind of takes a step closer to you, and he's, like 6'6", kind of like blonde superhero guy, or silver, platinum hair, and sort of like takes a step closer to you and like is like looking down at this 15-year-old girl, and it's like, you gave it away.
Mm-hmm.
To who?
I'll tell you who if you tell me why you want it.
We want, and he kind of looks back at the rest of the team, and Weatherman nods at him, and he kind of softens a little bit, and he just is like, it's too dangerous. We just need to get it out of the hands of anyone who it could hurt.
We know how dangerous it is, and I motion over toward Socket, who is on the ground now, or are they still like levitated in the air?
Socket is resting.
Okay.
Also, why did Talon not get hurt by the magnet?
Like Lady Magneto, kind of. She was like,
I hate her.
yeah.
Do you want me to show off the scar that?
Yeah, I motion to Socket and say, like, we know how dangerous it is.
Yeah, personally.
We want to make sure that you guys aren't going to take it and do what it wants to do.
I assure you, we have protocols in place. This is not the first item of this nature we've had to deal with. Part of our mission is the city. And
Don't use that vague adult language with us.
How many demons have you worked with?
And he kind of gives you a condescending look, looks over at Anubis, and looks back. He says, enough.
No. I am an expert here. So you have to tell me how many demons you've worked with, because I was raised by one.
We know.
Anna shuts up.
No, but for real, we know about this knife and we have it contained, but because we know what it does, we don't know you guys. And when we talked to you and tried to have you treat us like adults, you used adult speak on us. And when Anna did her best and tried to turn it into you, you came and attacked us. So forgive us if we're a little bit wary about handing over a demon knife.
Your friend tried to sell it to us.
Oh yeah, we need snacks.
Yeah, we also needed some snack money.
We have snacks for you. We have your costumes over here if you want them.
What the fuck were you gonna make me wear?
You were trying to see if you guys were the kind of people who would just buy something like that.
And he just laughs. He's like, child, we are the Valiant.
I'm going to use vitality absorption just a tiny bit, and scream, don't call me child.
Okay, let's do unleash your powers. Are you doing it to
yeah, whoever just said that.
Yeah,
That's plus freak.
Plus freak, yeah.
So 11.
11, cool. Yeah, so he feels it a little bit. What exactly are you trying to do?
I don't want to age him multiple years. I want them to feel like the I want their like daily dose of energy
Mhm.
to drain enough that they're very tired. And I think however much Anna wants it to be, it's like a tick more because
Do
she's angry.
you have any conditions marked right now?
Guilty.
Cool. Can you take a powerful blow for me? So you're rolling plus conditions, and you want it to be, you would like it to be low.
That is not low. That's a 10.
Oh boy. Cool. So yeah, you definitely do that, and you see everyone in the room stagger a little bit, and then just this pulse of like, I don't think anyone else sees it, but they definitely feel it. But you definitely see this like pulse of like a black wave come out of Anubis, and let's see. You must choose one of these. Remove yourself from the situation, flee, pass out, etc. Lose control of yourself or your powers, or pick two options from a less bad list, which are lash out verbally, give ground, or struggle past the pain and mark two conditions.
I'm gonna lose control.
All right. Oh, and yeah. What does that look like?
As soon as Anna picks up on like that coming from Anubis, she is going to unleash everything she has against Anubis. Vitality absorption. Little Morrises come out of the ground and start attacking him, and items start zooming around the room with telekinesis.
Cool.
As well as uncontrollable just shape shifting.
Yeah, that's the unleashing your powers. And I want to give you angry for that too, because that's definitely cool.
Well,
Plus freak.
That's a 4 plus 2 for 6.
So yeah, you definitely do that. And
I mark potential, right, for 6?
Yeah, definitely mark potential for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you definitely, like, everyone sees Nyx just freak out, go completely dark, eyes, and like Morris's kind of like start crawling out of her skin a little bit, as like the shape shifting happens. It's like shape shifting into a Morris and it falls off and starts crawling. All that stuff happens. And Anubis, like, the rest of you can't see it, but like Nyx is definitely like, Anubis has this like glowing ebony shield that comes up, and folks are getting worried, and you just get hit by a bolt of lightning, actual lightning, and just fall over. You just fall over, and all the Morris is kind of like fading to black.
Is there a way for us to help Anna? Like, I have the I am not my body. I'm wondering if it's happening too fast, or if I could like try to help take the lightning.
I mean that was a result of her
Okay. I can't help her with her problems.
Yeah.
I'm also going to count that as overexerting myself and mark a doom sign for it.
Yeah.
That was like the weatherman was just like, no, we're not playing that way. We're not going to have you matching up someone with your powers. Like, I'm knocking you out. And then the Silver Streak is just like, this is why you need training. Your emotions are out of control. Your powers are out of control. You did pretty good against the new kids, but, and when he says new kids, like Hot Topic and Talon kind of like roll their eyes, because they're like in their 20s. You held your own against the new kids, but I can tell that each of you has more potential than any of you know.
Yeah, Talon said he wanted to have a match with me, and I think we should.
You can control machines, right?
Yeah.
You could just freeze his exoskeleton. There's no match.
I know, but I tried to talk to him, which was my yeah, it would be no match. See, Talon, listen.
That's why Talon wouldn't fight you. But we can help. We are giving you an opportunity. It is up to you whether you'd like to take it or not.
I mean, you still haven't showed us why we can trust you, though. You just have now continued to tell us that we're not doing good enough and that we're like out of control and like we have potential. But like, what are you gonna tell us?
Am I just face down in the carpet?
Do you feel like you're doing as well as you could do?
I mean, what's fisty hands didn't stop me. Yeah, like, what are you doing, Chris? You're still just. I can hear you from the other room, but can't hear you here. Yeah, I think we're pretty solid. Like, yeah, obviously we got some learning to do, but like, again, what are you offering here?
We're offering you experience.
Besides just lightning when we get grumpy.
Yeah, like when we tried to talk to members of your team or avoid them by making their hands heavy or, dissuade them by, I don't know, maybe Aki's flames. I don't know.
Casual.
Yeah, your team just came at us with might and we were trying not to fight you. So why would we want to work for a team that just comes out at people without a really good reason?
And you can see Hot Topic, his real name is Omni, and Talon kind of like get visibly mad when you say that. And Silver Streak is like,
I don't know why they work for you. They would be better off with us.
the new kids aren't us. And he kind of like looks at them and is like trying to formulate something diplomatic. They have a certain set of skills. They have worked very hard and trained a lot. And they're good at what they do. But we feel like heroes, and he kind of like, you can feel the capital H in that. Heroes that are coming into their own now, today, can do better.
What can you tell me right now that can show me that we're not just tools to you? You're using Talon and Hot Topic, sorry, your name is Omni, as tools. What can you tell us right now that we're not just also tools for you?
You get to do what you want. We're only offering you training and visibility and protection. We can make sure that your father doesn't find out about who you are, Artemis. We can, and he kind of looks back at Anubis again. Thoughtful again for a moment, and says, what's Aki's full name? Something long.
Oh yeah, Akilenda Vashtiara.
Yeah, he says that perfectly. He says, we can make sure that those who would hurt your people will not interfere with you on this world. He looks down at Nyx and says, some people might have to help themselves, but we can provide context and experience to help you along with that. We don't need you for ourselves. We are the premier superhero team in this city and have kept Bastion City or Paragon City safe for generations. We don't need your help with that. We just want you to be the best that you can be, so that when someday we're not here anymore, we know the city will be in good hands.
You're like flattering all of us, but you really only reached out to Leah first, Neutrino. You didn't really want all of us, so why are you blowing smoke up our asses now?
Some of you are harder to reach. What would it look like if Mr. Mole showed up at Diana's house and her father answered the door?
Not good.
What would it look like if the god of the dead was seen by anyone else consorting with demons? What will your fathers think, who are trying to protect you from your own potential, who are trying to shield you from who you are? What would they think if we offered to help you become who you want to be? Neutrino was just the easiest way in. And again, this is all your choice. If you don't want this, doors are open. You can walk away anytime. You can come back anytime. We just want to let you know that our resources are available to you. And he sort of steps back and gestures to a table, and there's like little gift bags and costumes laid out in front of them. That match.
What do the costumes look like?
I don't know. What do they look like?
Describe in detail what each of our costumes look like.
I think you guys get to decide that.
What color are they? Multicolors. I think we all have like slightly different colors, but there's like a related like pattern on them or something that ties them together.
Yeah, maybe we each have a theme color.
I would say that Artemis, that hers is very dark, close to black, if not completely black. Maybe dark rat fur colored, because she often needs to blend into surroundings. And that there is like a mask that goes over like the front, and it might be like a different color. So if the team had a color in mind, maybe it could be closer to that, but pretty close to just like full black, maybe some extra armor in there. You know, Spider-Man, but not red and blue.
And I think while this is happening, Anna is coming back around and sort of like coming to as this like speech is happening.
Yeah, I feel like we want to go with them.
Doesn't smell right. He says there's no catches, and there's got to be a catch.
And there's always catches, but is there also not?
My dad always say they.
But if we don't,
So,
go
like,
with them, are they
if
gonna
we
like, is that worse, or is it better to like have them think that we're like with them and learn until we get access, or does that? I don't know.
Anna's silently just sitting there staring up at Anubis.
Or what if only one or a few of us accept? We have a few on the inside.
I feel like we're more powerful together, though.
That's true.
I wouldn't want to be separated. Wait,
And if you got trapped, I wouldn't want you to be alone.
can I ask Silver Streakley? Like, okay, so we agree to train with you. We get cool costumes. Great. We become the most powerful things ever. And
Then what? We just do whatever it is you say on whatever missions you want.
We're going to have opportunities from you time to time, but you are your own people. You get to do what you want.
It all sounds good in theory, but I honestly don't know if we're going to be able to ask any question that's going to truly discern whether or not.
You could do your assessing the situation if you
Yeah,
want.
bureaucracy, Pierce.
Yeah, can we do that?
Oh yeah, or you could do the pierce the mask. Like if you want to like ask something insightful that will
Oh yeah.
like, sort of get past their like superhero persona and like ask the person behind the mask. You can try and do that.
Is anybody best equipped to do that?
Pierce the mask is plus mundane.
Mundane. It used to be die, but
Oops.
I've got 0 mundane. Anybody got some?
0 is our
I'm at
best.
0.
Oh. Yeah, I see that.
Assessing is superior, right?
Everyone's angry. That's my
Yeah.
shot right now.
Could I use like the elemental awareness? Would that be more better than pierce the mask, or pierce the mask is?
Pierce the mask is like the move to do it. Let me see. How would elemental control help with that? I don't know if it would. Which burns did you take?
I should have them on the sheet of which ones I took. So I took 3 more when I leveled up. So I have reality storm, shielding, move, elemental awareness.
Elemental awareness. Yeah, you can definitely use elemental awareness. You want to power up and spend a burn to do that?
Yeah, would it be incredibly because it's like just sitting in this room and go all like shoomp.
We can kind of retcon it and say that like during the fight you did a power up.
Okay.
That's roll plus conditions, which I don't think we have any right now.
I don't think so. I don't know.
Get angry with us.
Yeah, I do get to mark a condition. Okay. So that is 5.
Ooh, okay, so you get 2 burn, but we're marking 3 conditions for you.
Cool.
So yeah, what do you feel like that fight would have brought out in you with Judy?
I think it would have been like the confusion and anger of like we're here trying to figure things out and people are just attacking us.
Okay, let's do angry, afraid, and hopeless then.
Great.
Cool. But you have 2 burn to spend, so you can spend a burn on elemental awareness and
Yeah.
ask any question about the world around me, and I will answer honestly.
Great.
And you can
And I get to mark another condition. Good. I want to know, like, I mean, really, I want to know what's like, what is their ulterior motive?
Mhm.
Like, what are they wanting? Like,
yeah, so you can kind of, you're reaching out with kind of like your gravity powers, and you can kind of like it's almost like Daredevil-y. You kind of like feel their heartbeats and sort of like get a good sense of what the tone of the room is. And your impression is that honestly, like, they are 2 things. They, part of their deal has always been kind of like they want to find someone to be successors to them when they eventually retire. And also the new kids are not it, because they're kind of like, they wound up being like edgy 90s superheroes, which did not work out so great. And yeah, what they're looking for is someone to take their place when they're gone.
oh, so it's not really anything nefarious. It's just a
As far as
much bigger job offer then.
yeah.
Okay. I think that would make me feel insecure. Yeah, it's my other condition.
and they sort of like back off and like let you like look at your gift bags and eat some snacks, and they're there to chat with if you want.
Anna, very self-conscious about everything, walks up to Dai.
Are you okay?
No, I kind of got hit by lightning.
Why'd you do that?
Do what?
You said you were sorry. You know what you did.
That. I mean, I kind of thought they were going to take you away. You
don't
had a
think I
guy
could-
who could teleport up here behind you, and like, he got me.
Yeah, but I can handle things without getting closer to death, and you can't.
Fair point. It's new for me trying to be useful without using that. So,
Do you think maybe being here could help you learn and maybe keep you around a little bit longer?
I don't know. I look back over at Anubis, who's sitting on the couch, and kind of look back at Dai and go, I think maybe.
I think that we should do it. You really scared me, and I don't
I
want you to
hug
just.
you.
Okay. Yep, we're hugging.
Is
And I just like, and Dai at this point is just like crying.
Yeah, same with
This has
Anna.
been a lot.
who are
Just
you
openly weeping.
other, or is one person comforting, supporting the other more?
I feel like Anna has comforted me. I don't know if Anna feels like I've comforted her.
I do feel like I've been comforted as well, because like Anna definitely feels like that she royally fucked up this whole situation, and having someone be like, everything is okay, we will, like, you messed up, but things are not completely fucked.
One of you, I think you both have 0 mundane and -2 because you're angry.
Yep.
One of you do a comfort or support, and we'll say on a hit, we'll treat it as a 10+. So you'll both clear conditions.
Okay. Clearing both of the conditions or just one?
Each of you will clear one.
Okay.
So you're rolling at a -2 because you're angry.
Tell me what it is that I need to do. Sorry.
2 dice -2.
2 dice -2. $11 -2 is 9.
That is great. Yeah, so you are both very comforted, and both of you will clear a condition. Whichever one.
Nice.
Yay. Comfort.
I will drop angry, but still feel guilty.
I think that it makes sense for me to drop angry and keep insecure. I'm not angry anymore.
Can I walk over to Anubis?
Yeah, he is just like standing up against the wall, like not moving. Like kind of look. If you hadn't seen him talking and moving before, you would assume he was a statue.
I'd like to eventually get the young dudes alone and maybe talk to them. Well, I don't know. Leah's already sussed it out. I feel like we understand them. Ignore me.
Hey,
And the head tips down to look at you.
you guys know like everything about us, right? Everything? Do you know about Morris?
How is he nodding his head? How is Anubis nodding his head?
Yeah, it's weird because it looks like porcelain, but it is moving.
Oh, he's nodding it. Yeah.
If I join you guys, will you help me with that? Anna goes over and grabs her little bundle of new costume and gift bag.
And there's like like a water bottle and a koozie, like one of those like rubber wristbands. Is like Valiant.
Yeah. And Anna's new costume looks much like her old costume, but it's the like hooded cloak. But the hood on the back has silver stag antlers,
Nice.
and all along the back are little silver like teardrops.
Jumping on Neutrino.
Yep.
Cool. What are the rest of y'all doing?
I think like looking at the swag,
Mhm.
looking at stuff and just like I don't know, like listening to everything happening, but also like combing through that bag and like kind of using it as a chance to like soak in the room and all that I can about the space.
Mhm.
Yeah, and I feel like holding up my, costume that I think like probably kind of has like that oil effect where it's like at different lights it's like slightly different, but also like in a really like big kind of way because it changes shape and changes
Mhm.
like can change in a lot of ways depending on how I change, which is kind of cool. So that's like kind of neat. Maybe I'm like changing into lots of different stuff and like seeing how it handles that.
Yeah, and it handles it great.
Yeah, does great. Mhm.
Yeah, like if you want it to go away, it goes away. If you want it to like, you can manipulate it as if it was part of you.
Yeah.
And Nix, are you done talking to Anubis?
Kinda, yeah. I
Um,
feel like asking about Morris and then just kind of getting the general feel of like they're not going to talk.
and as after like a suitable period of like silence and not being interacted with, Anubis actually moves and approaches Aki and sort of like stands near them until like he gets your attention.
Okay. Yeah, so I like, glance on over.
And he says without his mouth moving to you, you have nothing to fear from me. I'm not like the rest of my kind.
It's good to hear.
And his just like the front of his porcelain face starts to shift into the familiar features of another alien race that you recognize that has traditionally been at odds with your own. And then he shifts back, and he says again without moving his mouth, "I assure you, you have my protection."
Well, look at us bridging new pathways of enemy friendship.
And then he goes back and hangs out where he was before.
We've never seen Aki like meet anyone they didn't like.
Yeah.
So it's like really jarring to see Aki like feel
Yeah.
uncomfortable or not like someone.
Definitely like the involuntary like oh shit, like these people, like his species has like murdered millions of my people. So
Definitely just like sitting there with like some chips and being like,
and Polarity comes over to Neutrino and kind of like sits next to you on like probably like on fancy like designer chairs, and she has her own plate of like chips. She's like, so what do you think? Pretty nice, right?
this is my least favorite brand of salsa, but I appreciate it.
I'm sorry, we just got it catered, and we can hook you up with whatever you need. It's really too spicy for me, so I'm not a big fan either.
But it's like a green salsa. That's like
Yeah.
the least type of the least spice. Okay.
Anything more than like ketchup is too much for me.
I mean, you can get spicy ketchup. That's the thing.
I'm fine.
Yeah. Well, thanks for the costumes and all of the things. Neutrinos obviously has a cape and is a nice stormy gray with like little silver sloops in it. Aesthetically pleasing.
Yeah, chit chat with you for a little while.
Yeah. Hey, Polarity, I am still a little bit hurt that, you guys just went after me because I was the easiest one.
Well, we figured that you would be able to. You seem like you'd be the one that would be able to talk to the rest of your team the easiest. You seem really easy to get along with. You seem really nice and smart. I know you hang out at the bookstore all the time. You read. You really like. And honestly, you're the one with the fewest secrets. Everyone knows who you are, and
Yeah.
I think approaching you, we wouldn't want to feel like we were breaching anyone's trust since you were already a public person. If we'd come to Diana.
Yeah. You guys explain that.
Comfortable about that.
Yeah, I get it. It makes sense. So it's fine.
What are Di and Tristan up to?
Di is definitely like trying to play off the fact that she didn't just cry in front of everyone. Still has that insecure condition, but is like looking through the bag of stuff and like feeling the material of the costume and also kind of listening in on all of the conversations. And personally, I think Di is probably feeling like some of the other people are pairing off with older superheroes, and she's feeling pretty lost. Doesn't really know if there's anyone who's going to be able to like mentor her.
Yeah. And as you're kind of thinking that, you hadn't noticed before, but Judy has joined the group and is sort of milling around with everyone. The one that Neutrino had, or Aki had flame broiled. She's like looking a little rough, but she's brushed herself off, and she is like less crazy clown, but still like looks the same. Like is more acting like a normal person, and she approaches you, and just like sorry about all that. I just get out. I just get angry sometimes.
Me too.
How's your? I heard. I mean, I don't want to. You How's your? Is your sister okay?
I keep losing track of her. I think she's fine. She's telling everyone about me.
Yeah. And she like puts her hand on your hand and just sort of looks at you and she's like, just take care of her. Losing a brother or sister is the worst thing. So just, I know you don't know what it's like until they're gone. So if you need any help from us, just let us know. Take care of her.
It can be hard sometimes with a little sister.
Yeah, I know. I was the hard time myself.
Okay. I will. Thanks.
And as you're doing that, Omni, who had kind of gone for a little while, pops into the middle of the room, and he's got like 2 cases of beer under his arms. And he's just like, "Hey, losers! I'm gonna ditch this party. See you back at the clubhouse." And pops out. And the rest of the new kids kind of like slowly make their goodbyes and start leaving. Pocket, what do you-
Yeah, so this whole time I've been pretty skeptical, and I don't like adults telling me what to do because anytime someone has tried to train me in the past, it's not been great. And the training that I've done on my own and with this group has been actually helpful to me. And so I'm overall skeptical, but I have been watching everyone else, and especially like Anna, and seeing how they might really benefit. So I don't, well, like I don't really buy his line about being able to protect me from my dad's. But I am curious about that. And I don't really understand what's in it for me. I don't know who could help me. But I think the way in for me is that I'm seeing everyone else be really into it and see everyone else benefit from it. And I need the team, so I would be willing to join for that, but I'm super skeptical and super don't want to be told what to do ever.
Cool. And so it looks like evening is kind of dropping. You watch the window of the lounge that you're in is sort of west facing, so you can see the sun setting over the city. They're on the east side of the city, so you can like, it's kind of like a really like ridiculous, spectacular panoramic view. And his Polarity kind of like gets up and like does the weird like arm stretches, like, I think it's past my bedtime. So are you with us? Not to make this weird or anything, but what do you call yourselves?
We hadn't really settled on something for sure yet.
That's
I
fine.
don't want to rush into anything dumb like the Valiant.
I know. That was Streaks. That was not me.
So I don't know, maybe give us a little time and it'll probably sort itself out.
Yeah, take your time. And she hands Leah a little card, and she's like, "This is our PR person. Just shoot them a line anytime when you come up with a name, and we'll get you sorted out."
Then we get sweet swag brands.
Sure.
We gotta have like hats or a t-shirt or something, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, we'll hook you all the way up.
And I feel like Socket's costume is perfect because it's not a costume. There's nothing in there.
A bunch of tiny mustaches.
Yeah. It's just sugar pack.
Refrigerator magnet mustaches.
Sometimes like a little goatee too, or like the little.
The only thought I had was like something that might help boost electronics or something little, but I think Socket doesn't like wearing clothes.
Makes sense.
I do like the 2 suggestions for the name, like the Others or the Outsiders. Those are both in that vein.
I like those too.
Cool. And people start Outliers is cool.
Outliers. There we are.
Ooh, yeah.
Folks leave until there's only a silver streak left, and he kind of like is making a show of like shaking people's hands and being like, "We'll get in touch with you if you would like to." We have all sorts of facilities for training. If when you have time, take your time. Let us know, and we will begin working with you whenever you feel comfortable with it. You know how to get in touch with us, so let's do this.
Great. Thanks. Well, talk to you sometime.
And as you're walking out of the building, there are like repair crews already like yeah, they have a there's like a uniform, there's like a overalls and a hat, and it's like like unnatural repairs or something like that. And it's there are several outfits in the city who are like specialize in post super activity repair. So they're kind of like doing their thing in the lobby, and that's it.
It's so weird. The elevators just crashed like that.
Yeah, that happens from time to time, miss.
Pretty much creators.
Like hauling in a new marble slab for the floor.
Why you should always take the stairs. Much more reliable.
Cool. If you want to, anything left you want to do before we wrap up?
I feel like I would grab Aki for a moment as we're kind of heading out and be like trying to pull them towards the back of the group to have a moment to talk with them. Weird question. Where do you live?
On my ship mostly.
Is there room for someone else to crash there for a bit?
Is that person you?
Yeah.
Of course. Yeah, come on over.
Okay. I just don't really feel like with everything going on, going back to the library is a good idea.
I get that. Yeah, there's a whole second chamber. There's
Cool.
plenty of room. Yeah. you're
Kale
welcome.
still on the ship?
Hmm?
Is Kale still on the ship?
No, Kale went back to hang out with Lucius.
Oh, good.
Just kind of like fill him in on what happened.
And
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
good point, though.
Yeah, there's plenty of room. You can stay as long as you want.
Awesome.
You can do whatever you want. No parents.
Are we all gonna eventually end up on the Kirby?
Probably.
And as they're heading out, then Anna walks over to Dai and gives Dai the key on Anna's necklace. He goes, "Can you hold on to this for me for a bit?"
I'll keep it safe, and I'll keep it away. I think Dai also probably checks in with Tristan because we kind of leapt into things and Dai just kind of like acted like things were okay. And I'm still feeling like very insecure. But also like we've all just agreed to be on this team and like I want to just make sure that everything's okay with us.
Yeah, I realized like I had a lot of conflicts before I went into my little coma and then got out of it and have been kind of on a high of like, I'm better, we're doing these things. And now it's kind of coming like, oh no, I haven't like I died, I fought, and so I'll probably have to deal with these feelings I'm having. I have a lot of feelings. It doesn't have to be now.
Well, Di just walks up and says, like, good job, and I'm glad you're okay. Like, good job today.
Well, and Alex is reaching out to me, guys. Oh, how did he get my number?
Probably from your dad.
He's techie just like you. I mean, you get everyone's number.
It's true. I used to look up people's numbers if they're not safe about it, but I'm safe about it. Oh, my dad's probably gave it to him.
Gross.
I didn't keep him in your, like, close. I want to know what they're up to. I don't trust it.
Yeah, I need to keep him in the loop.
But, like, he doesn't need to know everything.
No, I'm not in the loop. I want to keep in his. I want to keep up. I'm not using my words right. I need to keep up to date with what he's doing.
Here's
Loop.
our loop.
Our loop.
Here's Alex's loop.
Alex's loop. He's
You
not
should
in
be in
our-
both.
I'm in his loop, and he's not in our loop. Got it. That's it.
Yeah, the Venn diagrams of groups.
I just want to know what's going on with him. Are you? Or can I just talk to him instead of texting? The worst texter in the world. So, are you still feeling okay about your powers?
Yeah, I'm feeling great. How are you?
Yeah, I'm feeling great, but like I also have the conflicting and complex emotions. You seem to just be excited about them. I'm curious about that.
I don't know. This is all new to me, and it's pretty exciting.
Okay, so why did you check in?
Because you were in a coma this morning?
I feel like I'm not in a coma anymore, so
So you're okay? Smiley?
yeah, I'm doing all right.
Great! Exclamation point.
We
See you later.
had a oh, okay. Any news for you? I'm supposed to ask for news, I guess.
any news for me?
Yeah.
Nothing new on my side. Just
Okay.
turn in.
Okay. G night.
Cool.
Fish emoji.
Fish emoji. Cool. Anything else before we wrap up?
Last thing, since I mark potential for having dealt more with Morris and progressing with that, I hit in advancement.
Mhm.
So as Aki and Anna are kind of tucking into the Kirby that night, Anna comes running into Aki's room, screaming, and the black veins on her face are gone.
Oh. All right.
Her hands are still like black veined, but the hair has returned to white and the veins are gone. I declicked a doom sign, so I can no longer use the infinite powers track.
Nice. Nice.
The best.
Cool. Let's wrap it up there then. And if you had rolled a miss at any time and didn't mark potential, make sure you catch that if we didn't catch it when you did it.
Did I?
Everybody is.
Sorry.
Oh, okay. I got angry, but then you can get rid of it by hurting someone. And I got angry before I firewebbed the puppet. Do I still have it?
Yeah, you still have it.
Does hurting someone's weak little man feelings count as hurting?
Do that.
I don't know if I meant to hurt Talon though.
No, he's just moody little.
Yeah, I think I need to actually lash out at someone.
Cool, we got some conditions going on though. Sweet. So let's do the end of session. Did you grow closer to the team, grow more into the image of yourself, or grow away from the team?
Closer to the team for me.
Cool. That'll be who made you feel welcome.
I I mean, kind of everybody, but I guess, I mean, having Anna at my place is kind of cool.
Cool.
It's nice. Like I've got a roommate.
Yeah.
Like-
And she already has influence over you, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So would you like to clear a condition or mark potential?
I'm gonna take potential because I'm getting close to that 5, and that would be nice to have.
What about everyone else?
I grew closer to the team for the first time ever.
Who made you feel most welcome?
I think I maybe in the first round I did. I think Leah, because I think it was more of a kind of like Aki was saying, like a general team thing where I made decisions this time that weren't for me but were for the team.
Cool.
But I feel like Neutrino was the one that I felt like I could talk to the most about my misgivings about the Valiant.
Cool. So Neutrino will have influence over you, and would you like to clear a condition or mark potential?
Ooh, I'll let him mark potential because these are these need to have some feelings and they got to come out. I think I've like been on a high and repressing things this episode, and we'll work some shit out next time.
Everyone's got lots of good conditions. It's good. Who's next?
I'll go. Ooh. I think I also grew closer to the team.
And who made you feel most welcome?
I don't know. It's like everyone. I think in a way it was, I feel like in a way it was Neutrino. Just because Neutrino is the one who like gave us all of the information and like gave us the opportunity to all go in. And so yeah, I would say Neutrino.
Cool. Mark
Newt.
or clear a condition.
I'm gonna clear a condition.
Clearing insecure.
Yeah, maybe that's a foolish choice, but that's okay.
Who's next?
So in contrast, Neutrino actually felt away from the team a bit.
Mm.
Why do
It's
you-
like
Yeah.
feeling basic and not like able to help. Like Anna doesn't feel like that she was helpful.
Mhm. So you get to take influence away from another character. So Aki and Nyx currently have influence over you.
I'm gonna go Nyx.
Okay.
You're, I don't know, because you like did the whole like spooky thing and you seem like such a badass. I mean, even though then you were struck by lightning, but it's cool, dude. Just made someone's hand heavy. That's so lame.
Did we get everyone?
Oh, I think Anna grew more into herself,
Cool.
and
Yeah.
not necessarily in a good way. I think Anna, through that outburst today, feels much more like has come to terms with the fact that they are an unstable, like force of like mal energy,
Yeah.
and doesn't really feel comfortable with that,
Yeah.
and has kind of embraced that uncomfortability.
Yeah. Cool. So shift one of your labels up and one down.
I'll take Savior down to -1 and Danger up to 3.
Yeah, for sure. Cool. And I believe that is it for us. That was fun.
Freak team.
That was our first like real big fight. That was cool.
Yeah. And I didn't throw any punches in it.
That was a questionable decision, but
Whether or not we should have had that fight, debatable, but
Not a fight happening, but that was great.
Listen, it's teens.
yeah, that's the thing. The teens are foolhardy.
Hmm.
Yeah, I was planning on just having the new kids kind of like be lore in the background, like, oh yeah, they had some other team before that didn't really work out, maybe, or I don't know, they're just around, or maybe they did work out and they like moved on, but like, oh, okay, cool, let's bring them in, let's see what happens. Let's transform real quick. Great, good, they're done.
I'm sitting here assuming part of Judy's lore and being very delighted at her name. But still very curious about what the lost sibling
Yeah, she had
is.
another.
Did her baby die?
I think her older brother died.
Her older brother died.
They were a team.
Her older brother was Punch? Yeah, I thought so. Aw. Very sad.
Very sad.
I feel
So-
like,
And you could probably find that out with like a minimal research.
yeah.
Because they're
Assess the situation, Google.
yeah, that's not even a roll. That's just like new kid beauty. Oh.
Oh. Yeah, I
No.
feel like
Figured out
next
Google.
next session I'm definitely gonna need to check in with Polly because things are not good.
No,
They're really not good.
no, things have gone. Yeah. Little sisters are hard.
Mm-hmm. I wonder how it must feel as a little sister to like have a powerful older sister.
Really sucks.
I just keep in my mind she's basically like Dawn from Buffy. I feel like I've said that before. Like very, very powerful older sister and doesn't really know what's going on with herself.
Showed up one day.
Yeah.
You just showed up one day. She's always been here. You've always had a sister.
Cool. I'm gonna stop recording now.
yeah.